The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. Have you ever heard that before? It's absolutely true. The question is, why is it true? Most of the things that I read in the newspaper, hear the media and the talking heads talk about, especially politicians, they're going to tell you the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer because the rich are masters of the poor. They've put the rest of us in as slaves, indentured servants, and we're on their call. We have to do as they say. We have no responsibility in the equation. It's not our fault. It's someone else's fault. It's because this is where I was born. I was born in middle class. It's all I'm going to have. I don't have an education. I didn't get a silver spoon. I'm not a Rockefeller. Those are one lie after another. That's a rationalization. We do those things to protect ourselves, to make an excuse as to why we cannot change our stars, our destiny. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer for the simple reason that the rich keep doing the things that got them rich and the poor keep doing the things that got them poor. It's a simple thing. Look at your life today. Look at your bank account, since we can quantify that. What is your checkbook telling you? Is it poor or is it rich? And if it's poor, then what have you been doing to keep it that way? And if you don't like it, then let's change the equation. Let's change our actions. Let's change how we think. Or we're going to keep getting the same thing. If we keep going and doing the same thing every day, we cannot expect different results. And therein lies the problem, because we do expect different results. And somebody said that's insanity. That's an equation for insanity. To continue doing the same thing and expect different results. We cannot do that. If we want to become rich, and if the only way we decide rich is financially, I'm saying, okay, I think there's a lot of other ways that we become rich besides just money, but let's just look at it money-wise. Most people tend to look at it that way. Then what do we do to become rich? It's different than becoming poor. Both are a mindset. We have to figure out what that mindset is. The best way I know how to do that is start copying what the rich are doing and stop copying what your neighbors and friends are doing. I live in California, and where I live in California, as you drive down the highways, a lot of farmlands, a lot of cows. Never grew up around cows, still really don't, but I get to watch them when I'm on the highway driving. And I noticed something. They have all this land out there, tons of beautiful hills, and you'll see these single tiny paths. They're maybe 6 inches wide, at least that's what they look like from the road. And have all these cows out there, and they spend most of their time on these paths, following each other, one cow directly behind the next. Never really looking to see where they're going or knowing why they're going where they're going, but they follow each other on these tiny little paths. They have all of this area and territory to explore, and they spend all of their lives on this tiny path following somebody else. That's where we're at. You and I, we're on this path. We're following poor people. We have our head down. We don't know why we're doing it. It's just something we've done all of our lives, so we continue to do it. And then we continue to ask the question, why do the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer? And we want to blame it on the rich. It's their fault, because that absolves us of any responsibility from changing our lives. If you want to change your stars, stop doing the things that are keeping you poor. Change it. It's not that hard or complicated. Now, the process will be. But it's simple when you look at it on paper. If I want to become rich, and start copying the things that the rich people are doing. If I want to become better in a sport, well, who do you want to copy? The kid that got cut, or the Michael Jordans of the world? You're not going to copy the kid that got cut. But we're doing that in our financial arena all the time. We're copying our neighbors and our friends. And I'm not saying they're bad people, but if you want to become rich, start copying the Warren Buffetts of the world. The Bill Gates. Start learning that money has a language all its own. The rich do keep getting richer and the poor do keep getting poor. I agree with that. But there's a reason for it. Find your passion and you'll find your life.